Hi, I'm Pete Kyle. I'm going to talk today about the importance of keeping the shoulders up when you run and stop. Today's style is to have a horse run a little low-headed or stop and get their head down. And even though that looks really cool, it can create some problems for you and your horse in the stop. So we're going to give you some exercises to make sure that you keep the shoulders up, and then you'll have a lot longer, freer stop. I'm showing you a rundown here that is typical to a lot of horses' head and neck carriage today. And that's where they're running a little lower headed, a little lower necked, and when they stop, then they lower their head even more. And that's a really nice style. But again, it's really important to keep those shoulders up so the front end stays free and they're able to slide longer. I'll show you a couple of exercises now that I do to help free that front end up. And a lot of it is on the approach and the rundown. One exercise I do is I go ahead and I'll take a hold of my mare and hold her up and make her drive up. I'm holding her up and she's raising her shoulders up right here. And then as she goes in the ground, I hold that shoulders up and make her walk out. So it keeps the front end free and it holds everything up. And then when I do come down and put my hand down, she has made that approach running up because that's what we've been teaching her. And she'll run up there to it and then stop. And then it enables, when my hand's down, for her to have that style of lowering her head and neck at that point. Another exercise I do, again, same thing. I'll be picking up, maybe even with rein a little more, driving her down, stop her, and make her hold herself up, and then bend to either direction, and make her have to bend a couple of times around, and walk around and just loosen that front end up. Again, a key to having a free front end is the shoulders staying up and that they're staying free with the front feet. If they run down and drop down with the shoulders in the ground, the front feet land there and that'll stop. You'll have a nice 8-foot stop, and that's all you'll have. So those are a couple of exercises I do to help free them up, is just take them down and work on your approach, and again, work on your approach, okay? And then that lets them build that speed up as you're running. You increase that speed all the way. You don't just go slow and then gas it. You want to build that speed up, and as you build that speed up, those horses will raise their shoulder up as they're running down with the rundown, and it raises their shoulder up. And then you help hold them up a little bit, and then let them stop and free that front end up by walking them out or bending them around. When you stop, just have a little hesitation and then bend them around. Don't just make it a quick move and be too fast with your hand. Both ways, if they stop and you're going to walk them out, you do not have to just spur them right out of there. Just let them get in that ground soft, hold them up, and then walk them forward out of it.